PSA, go to Xur this week and make sure to pick up this exotic for your hunters. It's called Young Hamkar's Spine. I'm sure you've seen it and seen it used before in Crucible. This roll is incredible. We have 64 stats with excellent distribution. Definitely a solid exotic. I'm grabbing this for myself even, and ironically, I actually have this on right now as I'm about to go into trials because Xur just arrived. Let's go through his entire inventory though. We have the Queen Breaker, which currently is terrible. I believe it's actually getting a buff in Lightfall though. Comment down below if you remember the exact details of what it's getting buff. And then we have the Eternal Warrior. The helmet stays on back in the day. I haven't seen anyone using this lately because Missile is just kind of the go-to exotic or go-to super for Titans, but Fist of Havoc is getting a PvE buff in Lightfall, so maybe there will be some room for Eternal Warrior. And that roll isn't the best though. Got a little too much mobility. Other than the mobility though, it's not too bad. And we got Wings of Sacred Dawn with really high mobility, so we'll probably pass on that exotic this week. The VULPECULA does have explosive payload, which is an excellent perk for PvE. This is actually a decent PvE rolled weapon. However, we don't really use 180 hand cannons in PvE currently. Maybe in the future things could change though, and it could be good, so you may want to snag that and let it collect some dust. This escape velocity with overflow and quick draw is mid at best. We have an extraordinary rendition with thresh and surplus. Yep, we're gonna just say that's bad. Then we've got Sojourner's Tail with Dragonfly and moving target. That's mid at best. Then we have a punching out sidearm, which is gonna have Wellspring, Encore. That's gonna be mid at best. And then we've got a Tarantula linear fusion rifle, Dragonfly Genesis. That is a bad roll. Then we have a third Axiom with Rampage, Feeding Frenzy. It's not too bad. I mean, the 390s benefit greatly from having a damage boosting perk, so it's not the worst roll ever, but definitely not a god roll. So I'd say it's a good roll for a 390, you know, because of the Rampage perk. But here we go. We got the armor with 57, so we'll pass. 62 with extremely high mobility for your hunter on the chest is not too bad, so might want to snag that. The helmet, we've got 17 resilience, so more of a PvE helmet, and then 59 boots, so we're going to pass on those. We got a HAWKMOON with Eye of the Storm, and we've got Smooth Grip, we've got Hammer Forge. This is a solid HAWKMOON, definitely worth grabbing if you don't have that roll already, or if you like using hand cannons in current Crucible. The Dead Man's Tail recently got nerfed. This is a good roll though, so you might want to snag that. And then we'll go over the armor for the Titan and the Warlock. Here we go. For the Titan, we have a Gauntlet with 65 stats, high resilience, high intellect, a little too much mobility. Not too bad though. And then we have a really high mobility, so we'll pass on that even though it's 62. We've got a helmet with really high recovery and intellect. That's decent. And then we have high strength boots with high recovery. All of the armor is kind of mid this week for Titan. For Warlock, we have ridiculously high discipline and high mobility and high recovery. The mobility makes that gauntlet a little bit bad, unfortunately. Same thing for the chest. Really high stat numbers though. This helmet is perfect though. High resilience, high recovery. The intellect is a little bit of a throw. The discipline would have been nice, but 62, that's overall, that's a really good solid helmet for the Warlock, and the boots will be a pass. So there it is. That's everything for Xur this week. Let me know what you'll be snagging down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.